Welcome back, guys. Today in this video, we're going over the #1 problem all cleaning companies face, which is lead generation. In this video, we're going to go over how to find leads, how to work your leads, and how to sell them. Make sure to stay till the end because we're going to have a big surprise for anyone still watching. This is the best lead generation guide on the internet, built specifically for cleaning companies. This is exactly what I use to scale my cleaning company from $0 to $50,000 per month in less than 12 months. For those who don't know me, my name is Max Arnold. I scaled my cleaning company from $0 to $50,000 per month while being a full-time college student. I also own Schedule Drop, which is an all-in-one system to help schedule your jobs, process payments, communicate with clients and providers via text, call, and email, an all-in-one platform for cleaning companies. The link for that will be in the description below. I also run Mop to Millions, which will also be in the description below. That is a free community specifically for cleaning companies with tons and tons of resources and a bunch of other cleaning companies who are doing $60,000, $70,000 a month in revenue who are also in the chat. So make sure to click the descriptions below for access and you'll be able to meet with everyone in the group. Again, I do not charge for info. So let's get into it. What am I going to show you? I'm going to show you exactly how to generate thousands of leads for your business. Guys, this took me 3 years to learn, hundreds of thousands of dollars in salaries, testing, and so on. I'm going to save you a lot of time, effort, and money by showing you everything you need to know right now. What I'm going to show you will directly increase sales and decrease your churn rate. It is built on fundamentals, not BS tricks, hacks, or gimmicks. So what exactly will be in this video? I'm going to show you the funnel, the offer, paid ads, outreach, and putting it all together, and most importantly, how you could do it yourself. Does this stuff actually work? Guys, this stuff actually does work. Here are some of the cleaning companies we work with. If you see here, High Class Cleaning, Scrublo, Triple Crown Cleaning, tons of cleaning companies who we've worked with in the past who have used these exact techniques that I'm going to show you right here. And a lot of these companies below are doing $60,000, $70,000 plus per month in revenue. My goal is for you to implement this. It will deeply anger me if I make this whole video and not one person actually uses it. So make sure to take notes. And if you do not, I will be able to sense it. I have a third-party sensor built into me. It's a Neuralink. I will be able to sense it if you don't implement this in your business, and I will not be happy. All right, the 4 main problems cleaning companies struggle with. No one knows who they are. They don't get enough leads. All their clients come from one mediocre, expensive lead source. You do not have solid sales and lead nurturing processes to close deals. These problems are not revenue specific, okay? They plague all types of businesses, whether you're at $10,000 a month or $60,000 a month. Everyone deals with some of these issues on some kind of level. This video will solve all 4 of these problems. It will show you the different ways to drive traffic, which will solve problem #1. It will show you how to capture, nurture, and qualify leads, solving problem #2. It will show you how to build a simple, repeatable system for closing deals, including the right offers, follow-ups, and conversions. This will solve problem #4. And also, backtracking, by solving problem #1 and 2, you will be solving problem #3 by default. So step #1, the funnel. This is the exact funnel we use for systems and lead gen. So if you go into here, you have your lead gen at the top, you have paid ads, outreach, and organic. We're going to break down all of these. All of these usually funnel into Clean Genie for lead nurturing. But you have your paid ads, which is either a lead form or a call, where you either quote someone or book the cleaning. And from there, you need to fulfill an A+ service. For outreach, right here, you can do outreach to Airbnb, commercial, and partnerships. This is building relationships, it's building a client base. And again, you need to fulfill an A+ service. If you have a poor product, if you have a poor service, you're not going to be able to retain these clients. #3, organic. Your Google My Business needs to be dialed in. You need to consistently be getting reviews. Not just 20, 30, you need hundreds of reviews if you want to compete with the best cleaning companies in your area. You need to have a website dialed in with SEO on page services. I use Striker Digital. They're a great SEO company. I will also put the link for them in the bio. Bodie and Andy and Jerry, they're all fabulous. They've done great work for us. We rank #1 in our area and get organic leads every single day. Highly recommend them. Now, you should be doing this once you have enough revenue and profit to afford this. Okay, it's not something you should start immediately. You need to be able to afford to spend and invest in the future of your business. Now, to get into it, you need multiple marketing channels to keep your lead pipeline full and to keep growing your business. Think of sales funnel as a river where your leads are flowing through it seamlessly from your marketing channels to your sales process and into ongoing nurturing sequences. You have to keep your business thriving and flowing like a river. Okay? Step number 2, offers. If you don't have a good offer, it's hard to sell your service. How do you stand out from the competition? Here are some ways to stand out from the vast sea of cleaning companies in your area. Number 1, reviews. Okay, as you can see this review here, great cocktails and music, super cute atmosphere. Love that they take your phone. Took one sir off because the guy at the table next to us farted on me. Now listen, you can't control all the reviews that come in. However, it's important that you get as many reviews as possible because people are going to go through these, even your negative reviews. You need to respond to those reviews and have a good response explaining the situation because usually the customer doesn't explain the whole story and you're able to do that. People will read it. People with common sense and people who could think for themselves will read the response and understand that, it probably wasn't really your fault. So even negative reviews aren't the end of the story. It actually makes a lot of businesses look more legitimate because if you have all 5-star reviews, then people are going to think they're fake for the most part. Next, your offer must change depending on the lead that you are targeting. Commercial clients are different from residential, so your offer needs to be drastically different. Okay, these are my favorite offers. And some of these aren't necessarily offers, it's little things that we put in our sales pitch. So number 1, 100% satisfactory guaranteed. I let all of our clients know that if any areas were missed that were included, we will always send a team back within 24 to 48 hours to touch up those areas. I also let them know this doesn't happen often at all, but we have it there just in case people aren't satisfied with the cleaning. Number 2, $50 discount for all new clients. Now, you could mark that in from your original price, or you can mark up your price a little more so it's not fully $50 off, but it does seem that way to the customer. And that $50 discount does speak volumes on the sales pitch, especially when you go through the whole script, you provide them value, and then you offer that at the very end of your pitch. The third is probably my favorite offer. So a lot of people call interested in recurring, however, they want a deep cleaning first. And a lot of times these clients don't necessarily want to pay the extra $200 for the deep cleaning, but they are seriously interested in recurring. So for those clients only, I'll pitch them the deep cleaning first, but if that doesn't close them and that initial price is scaring them a little bit, I'll offer this, which is essentially going to offer them that initial cleaning, still doing the deep cleaning, but giving them that standard recurring price. So let's just say the deep cleaning was $400, but they're interested in bi-weekly cleans for $200. I will give them that initial deep cleaning for $200, and under the contingency that they continue working with us for at least 2 more cleans, or we will charge them the full price for that initial deep clean. And people love this offer, so I highly recommend this for residential clients. My number 1 offer for Airbnb clients, and I know it may sound crazy, but it works. First cleaning is free. Now guys, this isn't for people who are calling your company looking for Airbnb. This is for people typically when you're doing outreach, whether you're doing email campaigns, SMS campaigns, cold calling campaigns. This is when you could offer it, especially when you have multiple properties and you need to get your foot in the door. Okay, because a lot of times it's not necessarily the price that's holding them back. It's really just that it's risky for them to switch their current service to a new service when they don't necessarily know how you work. They don't know if you do a good job. They don't know if you're consistent. It could be a little bit of a headache for them, even if their current company is providing subpar work. Step number 3, why you all came here. Okay, lead generation. Now, the ultimate lead generation for cleaning involves 3 different aspects. You have your paid ads, your outreach, and your organic. So for paid ads, there are 2 different types of paid ads. You have pay per call, which is someone coming in and calling you directly and you're paying for that call like Google LSA, or you have pay per lead, where essentially they're just filling out a lead form like Thumbtack and you have to contact them from there. What's better and how can you take advantage of both? Let's dive in. Pay per call is the easiest to set up. LSA is pretty simple to use once you just set your budget or you set your market rate, whatever that is. You just wait for the calls. You don't really have to adjust it too often, and they'll charge you based on that call. Now, with that being said, it's expensive because a lot of people are typically using it, and a lot of these people calling are pretty solid leads. So it's expensive because you usually get a pretty solid return off of it. Now, it's just a matter of selling your confidence and conviction, placing your company as the one and only option in their minds for their cleaning needs. The second option is pay per lead. So don't get me wrong, this is just good as pay per call, but it involves a little bit more work, and you have to know how to work your leads. Speed to lead is the name of the game, okay? You're often sharing these leads with 3 to 4 other cleaning companies, so you must be the first to speak to them, okay? I recommend platforms like Thumbtack, but there's also platforms like Angie's, Yelp. Now, personally, I haven't had a good experience with those last two. However, you should try stuff for yourself. Speed to lead is mandatory. You need to reach out within the first 90 seconds that person submits their information, preferably immediately. But rule of thumb, 90 seconds max, or you are literally burning your money on fire. Okay, we don't want to burn money on fire, especially when you're paying 30, 40 bucks a lead. You need to call them immediately. And if your sales process is dialed in and you're able to get the lead on the phone fast, you will succeed on these platforms. But again, you have to dial them quickly. You have to be good at sales and follow the script and negotiate with them sometimes. And also, you have to have automations after that call to nurture these leads that you do not close. Step number 5, because we need to do all different types for lead generation. We have paid ads, outreach, partnerships. Outreach. Outreach is an essential part of the ultimate lead gen funnel. Okay, when it comes to outreach, there are so many different plans of attack. But here are the top 4. Cold calling, cold emailing, cold SMS, and cold DMs. First, we need to figure out who are we targeting. Okay, is this going to be short-term rental owners, real estate agents, property managers? Who is it we're targeting? And then we could figure out a plan of attack. Let's just say we're targeting real estate agents. Okay, we're going to go to Apollo. We're going to upload the list to Clean Genie CRM or some other database that you're using to contact these leads. And before uploading, you're going to make sure no one is on the DNC list. Okay, we don't need any lawsuits, and I do not take any responsibility for any lawsuits if someone does get into one. Once uploaded into Clean Genie, you could do the real estate agent outreach campaign, set a drip campaign. The first message is going to say, hi, contact first name, are you still selling houses? And we're going to initiate a conversation with them, try to get a response from them, and then call them from there. Now, step 3, once they respond, call them. I have a script below. I'll put it in the description. You could use this to follow them. Now, step 5, repeat this with other targets. Obviously, you're going to need to change the copy, change the script, but you understand the gist of it. Putting it all together, okay? Think about lead generation like growing plants or like fishing, okay? Let's say you're fishing, you have 1 line in the water off the boat. You have the ability to catch 1 fish. Half these cleaning companies out here have 0 lines, and they're just praying a fish is gonna come and jump onto their boat. That's not gonna happen. Okay, my cleaning company, I have 100 lines in the water. Fish are coming from every single direction. That's how you scale. You need multiple lines in the water. You could also think of it like growing plants, okay? If you want a lot of plants, you need to plant a lot of seeds, and in different areas too, because some soil might be infertile. You might not be able to grow plants in some areas of the farm, for example, okay? So you need to test out different areas. Does LSA work for you? Does Yelp work for you? Does Thumbtack work for you? Does cold outreach work for you? Test different things and do a lot of it. Volume negates luck, okay guys? Once we figure out where the best leads are coming from, we double down. If we find an area where there's tons of fish and we're catching fish left and right, we're gonna go back to that. We're gonna drop more lines in that water, okay? I made a free course for you guys showing you exactly how to start and scale your cleaning company. Again, this is completely free. I do not charge for any information. Link is in the description. Click the link, go through the information. This is something I used to charge a lot of money for. People used to pay a lot of money for. I gave it away completely for free. No one-on-one calls, but the link's in the description, and there is also a link to a free 15-minute consultation call once you join the community. So if you have any questions about this, comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the community. Hope you got some value from this. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.